Hello everyone, welcome to Beginner's Guide to World of Warships in 2024. My name is Lamses and this episode is about how XP works. After each game, depending on your battle performance, you will get base XP. You can check it on Team Score. This column shows battle performance for everyone without any bonuses, economic bonuses or premium account. The only bonus applied to base XP is bonus for victory. That's why it's very important to play for the win. And from base XP, derivative game applies bonuses like premium account, belonging to a clan, having economic bonuses of a proper kind, and then gives you maybe four kinds of different XP. So you have as follows: Ships XP, Commander XP, Free XP, and Elite Commander XP. I will talk about all of them later, but now let's go back to base XP. It's the most important one and decided how high on the ladder board you are, and how good of a player you are, because if there is one stat that shows how good you are in this game, it's base XP you get every single game. So the question is, what gives you base XP in this game? And the answer is relatively simple. Everything. Everything you do gives you some base XP. But there are biases in this game towards some actions, and they give you more XP. And these actions are: number one, damage to ships. It's like the most common and most rewarded thing you can do in this game. Number two, damage to planes. I know, that's surprising, but yeah, game quite favorably treats the people who shut down planes. Number three, capping and decapping, because every single point of cap you take is worth the same as every single point you decap from enemies. And then you have spotting and spotting damage, and yes, these are two different things according to Wargaming. So the next one will be taking damage, or potential damage as the game treats it. And then you've got things like taking objectives in different game modes, and even moving, staying alive as long as possible. That gives you XP. Yes, for moving and staying alive there is not much XP, but every bit counts in the battle. The one thing that doesn't give you XP are achievements. So you can have first blood, but it still counts as any other kill. You don't get any additional XP for first blood, for krakens, and for death strikes. Okay, so we have here list of things that gives you XP, and now let's talk a little bit more about each and every single one of these things, how to optimize them. So let's start with number one, damage and kills. Damage in this game is count as percentile of your target's health. So if you do 50k on battleship with 100k HP, or if you do 10k on a destroyer with 20k HP, it doesn't really matter, because both of these numbers are 50% of your target's health, and they will give you the same amount of XP. That's why it's very beneficial to shoot destroyers and submarines. They have very low HP pool, so every single 1000 of damage is more percentage of their total health. And now kills. Kill securing is very important in this game. Every single kill gives you XP award equivalent to 10% of your target's health. So if you kill a battleship with 100k total damage, and you deal to this battleship 20k and you kill him, your XP award will be 30k. 20k for your damage and 10k for 10% of its total health pool as a bonus for killing. And you have to remember another very important factor: the ships of higher tier gives you more XP than ships of lower tier. So they are not equal. Tier 8 destroyer killed is worth less than tier 10 destroyer killed. Now number 2, damage to planes. Well, it's not said or written anywhere how much exactly you get for damaging planes, but the only factor we know that the planes of tier 10 carriers are worth more than planes of tier 8. But we don't know exact numbers, so we know that they are worth a lot, but how much we don't know. Now we are at number 3, and this is cap and decap points. So first, a word for taking a cap by yourself is equivalent of 2/3 of completely destroyed ship in damage. So battleship with 100k HP, 2/3 is 66,600 damage, and taking a cap by yourself gives you exactly the same amount of XP as dealing 66,600 damage to a battleship. Now, every point of cap and decap is worth the same. Obviously, you cannot decap the fully taken cap, so only 99%, but the value of XP is the same. So these 2/3 are the pool of XP awarded for capping, and if there is more than one ship capping, the pool will be divided accordingly to how long you stayed in the cap and how much of this full cap belongs to you or how much belongs to other ships. And very important thing that you need to know, that repeating the same thing in the game gives you progressively less XP. So if you kill a DD and then you kill another DD, you will not get full XP for the second kill. The second kill of the same class is worth less. The same goes to cap. The second cap is worth less than the first one, and the decap is the same. This mechanic was introduced probably to prevent abusing XP mechanics by better players, because all we know is, I give you example that Wargaming gave us, the killing the second cruiser. If you killed one, you get full reward. The second cruiser gives you 85% of reward, and the third one gives you 67% of the reward. And the same goes to caps. The first one gives you 2/3 of a totally destroyed ship, and the second cap you take will give you 85% of this. The third one will give you 67% of this. Is it good? I don't know, but I know it prevents from gathering absurd amount of decap points, because there are some games where enemy battleships just sit in the cap and every 10 or 30 seconds, depends on your reload, you just decap and accumulate absurd amount of decap points. And I think that was introduced just to prevent it and prevent some very high XP, base XP games. So we talked about first 3 points, and according to Wargaming, damage, kills, damage to planes and caps are 85% of your total XP on average. So average player gets 85% of his XP from these 3 sources. It means that the other things we've got on the list are awarded less or harder to get, and that's why people on average don't get that many XP for the other things. Because let's face it, damage is quite easy to obtain, kill stealing or kill securing, not so hard. Damage to planes, well, if there is a CV and they focus on you, you will get some damage on CV, and that's the only thing you get except being killed. So yes, quite easy. And caps and decaps, well, it depends on the class. For destroyers, taking caps, it's quite easy. For other classes, decapping if the enemy is spotted on the cap, well, this is quite easy as well. So what about number 4, which is spotting and spotting damage? And here you've got two categories. The first one is spotting, or detection, how wargaming it's calling. And you get some XP award every single time you are the first one to detect enemy ship that was never spotted before, or that was unspotted for last 90 seconds. And rewards depend on the class of the ship you are playing. If you're playing CV and you detect enemy ship, your reward in XP will be equivalent of 0.75% of this detected ship full HP. If you play BB, it will be 1.5%. For DDs, it's 2%. And the best rewards for detection gets cruisers. For every detected ship, they get 3.25% of detected ships' full HP worth of XP. Now, second part of this point is damage upon spotting. And this thing, rewards for this damage upon spotting, depends on your class as well. And this is what Wargaming gave us. You get the same XP award for spotting damage as a shooter. So I'm guessing it's divided into half, because obviously you get less XP for shots from behind the island than from open water. The second thing, you need to be one spotting the target at the moment your shells or torpedoes or bombs hit the target. It doesn't really matter if you spot him, some battleships behind you shoot, and then he goes unspotted and shells hit. You will not get any XP if you're not spotting this target at the moment of shells hitting it. The third thing is, if there is more than one ship spotting and the battleship behind the island is shooting, both spotters get the full reward. So it's like multiplying XP. And the last thing is, even if you are spotting torpedo hits or HE hits and they cause floods on fire or fires, this flood and fire damage does not count as damage upon spotting. And this is the part that a lot of new players playing DD struggle, because it's not that you are spotting the target. For example, if you've got two BBs, battleships, and the destroyer between them, spotting them, you spot the enemy BB, your battleship shot fire that shells flying 10 seconds, and in this 10 seconds enemy battleships returns fire, it automatically becomes spotted by your battleship, and you will not get any damage upon spotting XP. That's simple, but very hard to grasp if you are a new player, because you are spotting this battleship, your battleship is shooting him, and you get nothing. And that's how it is, unfortunately. This is very profitable, but you need to have certain conditions met before you get any XP. And remember, the moment that your teammate shells or torpedoes or bombs hit, that counts. Not the moment you spot enemy ship and your teammates fired the shot. Okay, number 5 on our list is potential damage, mean tanking. What's potential damage? Is the sum of maximum damage of all shells, bombs and torpedoes that hit your ship or pass within 700 meters. It means all ricochets and non-penetrations are potential damage, and all torpedoes that pass your ship and don't hit, because torpedoes have no ricochets. So this is potential damage. And Wargaming gave us, of course, just a little table with what class ships gets more potential damage reward in XP and which class gets less. and that's it. We don't have any number. And now point 6 and 7 combined. Point 6 other objectives in different game modes, like for example arms race, taking these bonuses, not cap at the end of the game, and moving and staying alive. Well, yeah, the longer you stay alive, you will get more XP, but we don't know specific numbers, and we don't know how big they are because Wargaming gave us nothing, and if you stay alive longer and you move more, you obviously do more other things. So it's very hard to quantify your gains, but it's good to know that sitting in your cap and shooting gives you less XP than moving, tanking, damage, spotting and stuff like this. So every little bit counts. So move your ship and live as long as you can, so you get as much XP as possible. So base XP done. Do these all things and you will get base XP, and if you win the battle you will get 50% for winning. And now let's go back to this other kinds of experience. First one is ships XP. It's base XP with modifiers, and modifiers are premium account, you belonging to a clan with bonuses to XP, economic bonuses you are using, type of ship. Some ships have bonuses, some premium ships have bonuses to XP and credits, and for example bonus 50% for first win of a day. And then on top of it, as a plus, not as a multiplicative, you can get some ships XP for completing missions on this ship. Second type is commander XP, and the situation is the same. You take base XP you get at the end of a battle and you multiply it by all bonuses you have, like first win of the day, economic bonus, commander XP, your premium time on premium account, your clan bonus, etc, etc. And you can get some captain's XP from the missions you're doing. So the situation is exactly the same as ship XP. Now, how you get elite commander XP? Elite commander XP, for every single captain that is not level 21, you get 5% of your commander XP as elite commander XP. And captains on level 21, all commander XP is transferred to elite commander XP. So it's easy to count. And the last one is free XP. You take your base XP, 10% of it, and then you apply all modifiers like first win of the day, economic bonus, premium account, clan bonus, and ship bonuses. And after you do this, you've got free XP you earn. And that's it about XP. The next episode from this series will be about credits. So if you liked this one, don't forget to like, comment down below and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and of course, see you in the next one.